Shout out to all my broke people. For the very low cost of a thumbs up, a comment, and a subscription, you can save the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, we got one of the most anticipated chapters of One Piece. Period. Cities girls. I mean, city girls. Period. Man, I was waiting for this chapter. I went to one of those sites, one of them off-brand sites, and I kept refreshing it, waiting for this chapter to come up. Didn't get it till just now. Anyway, and I ain't want to review it at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Okay, German 66's cold-blooded voyage. Mama's out at sea. Let's start our research. They got Yanji and Niji or Ichiji. I can't remember which one is which. But they got them pinned down. They getting ready to start experimenting on them. Yeah, let's go. Captain Meatloaf, what's up? Yeah, so they getting ready to start experimenting on them. It's crazy, man. I don't like this. Human experimentation? Nah. Okay, what's happening? How can I still stand? Wait, I think Luffy might have said that. What's happening? How can I still? So Luffy is the one who's Luffy's still in control. Okay, a resounding pulse. I just lost, but I feel like I'm having a blast. He said, I'm having fun. He said, we're having big fun. He said, we're having big fun like BMF. Luffy is Joy Boy. Zonisha said that? Yes. 100% confirmed right now. 100% confirmed. Luffy is Joy Boy. Yeah. What's going on? I want my vision back. This chapter's gonna be crazy. You know what I just thought? This giant sword that's inside the Skull Island or whatever, inside Onigashima, whatever it is, the floating island, that might be an actual sword used by this giant or whatever. Okay, anyway, Pleasure Hall, Right Brain Tower. Sanji's trying to rest in peace to the late Supreme Guru 76. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace to him. Yeah, big up to him. Good dude, too. All right. I wonder what did it. But anyway, let's get back to the chapter. All right. Sir Pirate, you're awake. They had Sanji in the hyperbolic healing chamber. Okay, yeah, like the video. That's a good idea. Okay, live floor. But Sanji couldn't have had much time to sit there and heal. He might have been down for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Just enough to listen to the latest music that came out on SoundCloud. Okay, is that Sir Straw Hat? What the? Luffy is up and he's doing some crazy stuff, huh? Straw Hat. Hey, you too. He's still. They might be using observation hockey, or they could see him. I don't know if he's actually doing something they could see him, or he's using observation hockey, or they could actually see him and he just looks different. Luffy's still alive. Nami's crying. Everybody crying. You've got to be okay, right, big bro? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, back in the yo, we got Sun God Nika silhouette over here, and we got Mary Jo. I could tell you they in there panicking. They know it. They hear it. I guarantee you. The girl, what's her name? I don't know if it's a girl or a dude, but what's the one? Imu Sama told him, yo, it's about that time, and they all pissed off. That's what I think just happened. He died in a car accident. Damn. He died in a car accident. Oh, man. Okay, the Holy Land Mary Joas. The Hall of Power Pangea Castle. We sacrificed one of our best agents and enraged Kaido. Are we sure our priorities are straight? He said, you sure we made the right moves? Or are we getting ready, are we walking in prison with our butts tight? Or what are we doing? Okay, this may be better than the alternative. It's imperative that we snuff out something that's problematic. Basically, we pissed off Kaido because Kaido can be like, yo, the world government, stood in the way of our fight. but they wanted Luffy gone because I think that at some point they figured out, yo, Luffy is Joy Boy. I think they knew for a minute now. I don't know how long. You know what I mean? They might not have known, this entire time, but they knew for some point. Okay, we ain't seen you in a week. Work still hemming you up, or you said F this YouTube stuff. Work. I was on a couple days ago. Okay, Jujutsu Kaisen movie dropped last week. Yeah, I heard about it. Everybody keep talking about it. Okay, I'm going to see it this weekend. Yeah, I should see it too. All right, anyway, no matter the era, the world government has always failed to acquire the Gamu Gamu fruit, or Gamu Gamu no Mi, even after 800 years of trying. Yo, that Sun God Nika, they model Nika, so it's a Zoan fruit. Hold on. I didn't read it yet. Oh my God. Oh man. They said they've been trying to get their hands on that fruit for 800 years and it never worked. But they was able to touch it a couple times. They should have made, I don't know, maybe if whoever eats the fruit becomes a Joy Boy. Because if that was the case, why wouldn't they just eat it? Or maybe they would, have one of their people eat it, so that way it'd stay out the hands of anybody, until or whatever. But the problem is, when that person dies, it'll go back out. I think they want to get it, hide it, put it in the cave somewhere where it'll never be seen again. Okay, let's hold on. I need some time to digest this real quick. So they always failed. Why is that? It must be, maybe Joy Boy is not the fruit, but maybe Joy Boy needs a fruit. So every time they actually try to do something, Fate to jump. I don't know, maybe Fate or maybe Joy Boy stops him at some point. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. It's almost as if the fruit itself is evading us. Maybe that's the case. Maybe Joy Boy's in the fruit. Well, that's not impossible. He said that's not impossible. All Zoan fruits have a will of their own, and this one carries the name of a god. After all, the Gamu Gamu fruit is really a mythical Zoan. It's the human fruit model Nika. I was kind of thinking he was a Zoan. A few people was thinking that. You know what I mean? That it was really a Zoan fruit. Man. So it's a human fruit. Okay, but yeah, that makes sense that the Zoan fruits, but I don't understand, like, this fruit can't move on its own, right? Maybe Luffy, remember he has a power where people will kind of side with him and he can motivate people and stuff like that. Maybe the fruit does it, but the people don't know it. Like, it'll encourage somebody to steal it from, like Shanks. Like, Shanks might have been nearby and he might have heard the voice, like, call him, like, yo, I need to go check that ship out. You know what I mean? Because I don't think the fruit is moving on its own. I think the fruit might actually be getting other people to capture the fruit for itself, or hide itself by getting someone to eat it or whatever. It might have wanted Luffy to eat it. It may have told Luffy, yo, don't I look good? And he's like, damn, yeah, you do look good. Want to try me? Yeah, damn, you know what? I am kind of hungry. You ever seen that movie, Friday the 13th? It's not really called Friday the 13th. It's called Jason Goes to Hell Final Friday. Jason gets killed. They blow him up. They shoot him with all these bullets. They explode him. They hit him with a bomb or something. Boom, he's dead. They take the body to the coroners, right? And when they get there, his heart starts beating. And when it does that, it kind of mind controls this guy, and he has to eat it. it makes him eat it. He starts eating the heart, and then that guy turns into Jason. The coroner, he turns into Jason. So maybe, I know it sounds funny, maybe in One Piece, that fruit is what's doing it, it's like Jason. It makes you eat it, or it makes you do certain things. It's like mind control or something. But the zone fruits having the mind of their own, that actually makes sense, because if you give an item like like an object, if you make it eat a zone fruit, it would be sentient. So that makes sense. Okay, Jujutsu. I felt like a hater reading this chapter because this power doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know the powers just yet. I got to read it. Oda hella reaching, trying to connect rubber powers to a sun god fruit. Maybe the sun god's rubber. I don't know. What's going on, Indonesia? What's up, Darian? Okay, sun model Nika. So human fruit. So we got Luffy and Chopper. They're both in the same family. They related. They both ate a human fruit. Said Chopper, he got the regular, human fruit. And Luffy's the only mythical Zoan in the Straw Hats. That means that, okay, so they got mythical Zoan, they got Paramecia, and they have no Logias. They don't have any ancient Zoans, and they don't have any regular Zoan either. But they got human. I guess that's a regular Zoan. Anyway, its user's body gains a property of rubber in combat. Of rubber in combat. They're supposedly only limited by their imagination, putting smiles on faces far and wide. They are the embodiment of the warrior of liberation, sun god Nika. Awakening exponentially strengthens their rubber body. Awakening. Oh, it's just like the Zoan. Like they get stronger. Strengthens their rubber body, and they have even more freedom. It is allegedly. Now, this is a myth, so the way they explain it is going to be a little bit different than maybe what it really is. Have more freedom. I don't understand how that makes sense. Putting smiles on faces, I guess that's just the personality and the powers of Nika. Now, why would Nika have rubber powers? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. So Sun God Nika was maybe Sun God Nika had no prop. Maybe his name was Nika and people called him the Sun God for a different reason. So his powers might not have anything to do with the sun. Maybe that's just a title that people gave him for whatever reason. And it was just a rubber guy. But I wonder, why is he rubber? Maybe, this is the theory, his species are rubber. They have rubber properties. Remember, if we're not mistaken, a lot of people, well, we know people from in One Piece came from outer space. Maybe all of them did at one point. Maybe like the Lunarians, or eventually were from was from the moon or whatever, a different planet. Maybe Sun God Nika, he might be a normal person in his old planet, but here on what, the One Piece world, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called, Grand World or whatever it's called. Maybe on that planet, they're gods to them because they just was so powerful. I don't know. Maybe that's just his species. Their species is like rubber. So I don't know if it doesn't make any sense. It could make sense. Someone down here is pissed off about him having his own power and saying it makes no sense. I don't know who Sun God Nika is. That might just be his alien powers. He might be an alien from an alien world where they all just are rubber like people. Okay, the most ridiculous power in the world. He said the most ridiculous power in the world. Treasury Repository, second floor. So the awakening, it says strengthens their rubber body. That makes sense. But the awakening can also have a double effect. With Zoan types, they got like I think like limited regeneration. They get that. They get added durability. And it looks like they get more strength as well. So they get those three. All Zoans get those. Unless they have like a special zone that doesn't get it. But you get that. But with a mythical Zoan, you get the powers of whatever creature that you turned into as well. So with this awakening, he might get a little bit more than that as well. Okay, the most ridiculous power in the world. I really admired Odin. Think about what you're doing. It was all Kaido. He was using me. Ah, a roach. He trying to get out of that like a roach. He want to get saved. We don't save no hoes over here, man. Orochi, go to hell. Okay, we can still run away together. Ah, he still want it. Ah, man, they turned him into a normal guy. Orochi's a regular dude. Okay, just remove these nails. You spat in the face of a samurai you owed. Who would still believe you? My father kept his promise, did he not? He danced like a fool for 5 long years because he thought you and Kaido would honor the secret arrangement you made and free Wano. He never even told his own family. He made a fool out of himself. He did it just for the culture, man. He wasn't worried about no clout. He said they can think what they want to think about me. I'm doing this for us. You know what I mean? I don't care whether y'all believe me or not. Dude, straight up G. You know what I mean? Real samurai, real ninja. Darren said, this is why I dropped the series. I don't understand that. We just got confirmation that he has the Nika fruit, right? And you said it doesn't make any sense to you. That why would he have rubber powers? Because Sun God Nika has rubber powers. Now, I know what you're saying. Why would Sun God Nika have rubber powers? We don't know yet. We need more information on this. They'll probably give us more information as to why. I already just told y'all my theory. He might come from a species of rubber people. You know what I mean? And him being a sun god might not actually be the case. He might have just been a gangster, whatever. I don't know where these fruits came from. Maybe if somebody made devil fruits, modeled it, took, remember the life limits or whatever they got? Like the form, like I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but in One Piece, it's basically they're talking about your DNA. The fruits change your DNA in order to give you those powers. Maybe Sun God Nika, he was a rubber person because his species is rubber people. He come from a rubber planet or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he drank the sap of the Atom tree or whatever, and it was a rubber tree or something like that, and it gave him rubber powers or whatever. And whoever made those devil fruits made one using his DNA or something like that. I mean, it could make sense. We don't have enough information to say it doesn't make sense just yet. It is kind of mysterious. Devil fruits are still a mystery, right? We don't even know yet. Lineage factor, right? The lineage factor. Whoever made the devil fruits could make any type of fruit they want. You know what I mean? And they probably was like, yo, this dude, Sun God Nika, is a straight gangster. So let's make a devil fruit, out of. So that means that Sun God Nika probably didn't have a devil fruit. He might not even had a devil fruit ever. You know what I mean? But if they use his lineage factor, which is his DNA, it's inside the devil fruit. Maybe the devil fruit has his personality in it. You know what I mean? Because it has the DNA in it. But Sun God Nika might have been able to swim and everything and just had all the powers without any of the downsides because that was just his physical makeup. Or maybe at one point they didn't even use devil fruits. They actually went in. They didn't give you a devil fruit. They had some type of science where they changed people's DNA or their lineage factor, and you will be able to swim and everything else like that. Then they made a devil fruit version. I'm not sure, but let's find out. Okay, men keep going. Toon World Luffy. Toon World. Oh yeah, he's gonna turn it. He's gonna look like a. I seen a thumbnail, but I thought that was just for the thumbnail. So he's gonna look like a cartoon now. He's gonna look like Chibi or something like that, which is gonna look ridiculous. But we already know Luffy's forms have always looked ridiculous. Okay, we've seen way more OP and ridiculous powers compared to what Luffy is doing now. I really don't get the hype. He just unlocked it. So Luffy already with his own power, especially his that gave him powers before, he already, I don't know, doubled in strength, durability, maybe even speed. You know what I mean? With Zoan powers, your awakening already just, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to worry about practicing. Practice, you ain't gotta worry about that. You're just stronger. You just got more durability. You can heal quicker. You know what I mean? So that's a safe awakening. Okay, mean theory. Somebody face palm my theories. No, I think those theories make sense. It's kind of like Buddha fruit being gold, which is also a Zoan, and Marco producing fire being a Zoan phoenix. Right. That makes sense. Look, and why is Buddha gold? Maybe the Buddha in One Piece world was gold. You know what I mean? Maybe there was an actual Buddha at one point, and they took his lineage factor and made that devil fruit with it. Okay, stop reading the chat, finish the chapter, then have the discussion. Yes, you're right. Somebody else, Captain Meatloaf, he's pissed off. He wants me to finish the chapter. Okay, I'm getting ready to finish it. But yeah, I'm thinking that the Zoan fruits may have been the first fruits. Zoan, then maybe Paramecia, then Logia. All right. He still expected the same of you when you agreed to let them go. If he withstood being boiled for an entire hour, even while his body was being burned by oil. Despite it all, he always smiled. Maybe he was a joy boy, but he didn't get the Gomu Gomu no Me. So maybe you need both. Maybe Gold Roger was a joy boy too. Like all you need is like maybe those are his descendants or something like that. And if you get the devil fruit, then you become joy boy like completely. I don't know. I can't even fathom my father's suffering. He had to shoulder the burden by himself because the entire nation was your hostage. What's the matter, Hiyori? Father, are you really okay that everyone's with what everyone says about you? Of course I am. You know why? Because I have you guys. He said, man, I ain't worried about them. He said, I don't go home with them. I go home with y'all. I come home to y'all, and y'all don't care about what happened. Really? Then I swear I'll always be here for you. Maybe the smile fruits, right, are failed fruits. And remember how Sun God Nika always smiles or whatever? That's what we're hearing. Maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, yes. I've always said Odin was a great samurai. As Shogun, I can ensure his legacy is recognized. Your father, he out there trying to play games. She about to blow his head right. I'd have blew his head right off. Hold your tongue, you miserable wretch. I am Kozuki Hiyori. And he was like, oh my God. I was always proud to carry my father's name, even when I was starving and covered in rags. You, on the other hand, never had a trace of honor. Even every day you were shogun was one too many. And as each day passed, more and more lives were lost. I hope we hurry up and get past this. Oh, yo, that thing, that monster, that what you call him, something, what's his name? The dude that was working for Orochi. It looks like it's getting ready to come in and save Orochi. I'd have blew his head right off. To be honest, I'm trying to get over this. This Hiyori thing is taking too long, man. Let's get to Luffy. Chapter started out extremely strong. Let's keep that pace. Kind of slow down right here. Don't do something you're going to regret. Seeking revenge is a dated ideology, you know. Besides, killing me makes no difference. Kaido will still be unbeatable. Nah, not with Sun God Nika out there. Orochi-sama, I have failed. Right. I forgot what his name is. But anyway, he said he failed. Is that you, Kanjuro? He about to come. He be like, just go get these get these nails up out of me so I can go ahead and take care of Yuri. Is that you, Kanjuro? This is as far as I go. Your timing is impeccable. This is the ideal stage for your real final performance. Your real final performance. Burn that woman to ash. Go on. Take her. The failed revenge of a shrew 20 years in the making. It's the perfect title for this tragic comedy. Take a look, Hiyori. A Kozuki survivor should know that fortune favors the mighty. Okay, that's the wrong way. Yo, Kanjuro actually burned up Orochi. Why was that? What the heck is going on? The dawn will keep. The D stands for dawn. I keep saying it. The D stands for the dawn will come. The original title of One Piece was Romance Dawn. Kanjuro, you idiot. Hiyori saved me. It burnt. Yeah, now he asked her. He just asked Kanjuro to kill Hiyori. Now he's asking Hiyori to save him from Kanjuro. The Kozuki clan always keeps its promises. But why did I don't get that? I don't get it. Give fifth. Oh man, give fifth. But they gotta tell us why Kanjuro went after Orochi. I feel like anything's possible now. I can keep fighting a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds funny. He said my heartbeat sounds funny. Cause that's I think he's an alien. Luffy is actually an alien now. He looks weird in this sun god form. Okay, this is my peak. This is gear fifth. As soon as he felt all them powers, he's like, okay, I know what time is. Okay. Kaido's down there. You can see the Conqueror's hockey just crackling. And what's going on? What? Hey, you guys. What the hell is that? It's on the roof. The roof is on fire. Yo. Okay, what's happening? Conqueror's hockey, where's it coming from? A giant hand comes through. It's Luffy hand. He pulls him up. He just turned just that one hand giant. It's almost like Gear Third. Okay, Luffy, Straw Hat. Chopper's crying. All right, everybody's wondering what the heck is going on. Okay, Luffy looked like he's melting or something like that. But why does he look so different? All right, anyway, let's see. All right. Luffy he looks weird as hell. Why does he look so weird? Okay, he got two giant arms and his chest is giant. Can he turn to a full giant? Okay, yeah, full cartoon. I think it's a little bit much. He's shaking Kaido like, boo boo. This is going full cartoon. He's shaking Kaido and just slamming the hell out of him. Okay. Now, why is his hair on fire? Okay, he slammed the hell out of Kaido. Okay, Straw Hat, you're still alive. I'm grateful. He said because he wanted a real fight with him, and that dude messed it up. So now he gets to have his real fight. Okay, blast breath. Now, this is ridiculous. Luffy's eyeballs popped out of his head. He picks up the ground. This is ridiculous. He picks up the ground and flings it up to block Kaido's attack. Now, if you look at the ground, it's like I think he could turn, or he can give other objects rubber properties as well. That seems like what the power is. And he pulls that up to block Kaido's attack. Okay, now let's see. Luffy's got smoke like going around his head. Oda gave Luffy Toon Force. I think he's doing a little bit too much for my taste, to be honest. Yeah, it's giving it rubber powers. He can turn things to rubber or give it rubber abilities. It was able to take the impact of what Kaido of Kaido's blast and bounce it back. So it must have rubber properties. They did say it was the most ridiculous fruit. I mean, this is getting really ridiculous. Like to be honest, like I was fine with the powers before, but him turning things into rubber, that makes sense. I'm cool with that. But eyeballs popping out, that's the weird part to me. Eyeballs popping out, his eyeballs popping out. Give fifth. He looks crazy too. He got like big, like I forgot what them things is. You know, the outer ring of your pupil, no iris. They became huge. Okay, let's see. But I don't know what all this. His head looks like it's made out of fire. Like I thought his hair was gonna be like rubber. His hair's like fire. Maybe like the Lunarians. Now the Lunarians got fire on their backs. Maybe his species have fire in their hair. But this whole eyeball popping, I hope they end that. That's a little bit too much. Give fifth, cool. Luffy being able to turn things into rubber, cool. Him getting added strength, added durability, all that, you know, regeneration, that's good. But this whole cartoon stuff, that's too much. I think it's too much. Okay, give 5 or give 5th. The battle reaches its finale. Next issue, cover and color spread. Sorry about that, idiot from before. I didn't want to win like that. Don't sweat it. Now let's finish it. Now let's finish this. Okay. Now let me give you my opinion. Chapter starts off very, very, very strong. As far as you know, the origins of the powers, to me, it sounds like this guy is an alien. He has some abilities, so that's why I don't think the title really matters because there's no telling how he got the title. They do need to reveal why Kanjuro did what he did. You know what I mean? I think they really need to reveal that. It seemed like he was really down for Orochi, so I want to know why he turned on him in the last second. Okay, Luffy give 5th. You know, his awakening, that makes sense. I'm cool with that. His powers being able to stretch like at will. It looks like he can go to basically looks like he can use Gear Third at will, basically. You know, he can make his arms giant and whatnot at will. That's cool. Really cool. I actually liked it. Makes sense too. I'm looking at it. He looks like he got fire or something like that around him, or smoke or something around him. Maybe that's from Kaido. But anyway, yeah, it's probably from Kaido. Luffy's design, not really a big fan of it. Looks kind of strange. The thing of him being able to turn things to rubber, that makes sense. I'm cool on that. That makes sense. He could use it for, let's say he might be able to jump, you know, higher, something like that by turning the ground in front of him in the rubber. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I can see it helping in fights, depending on how he does it. What else? I'm not a big fan of, you know, fire on his head and whatnot, and the smoke going around him, which is weird. I don't know where that came from. But you know, a lot of his designs look kind of silly. But the eyeballs popping out the head, I just think it's a little bit too much. That's why I draw the lines when he's fighting like it's a real cartoon, which it kind of is. It's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see it turned into like some slapstick stuff. You know what I mean? Like Sanji's fights. You know how Sanji's fights turn into like slapstick? I don't want that. I really, really don't want that. Like if Luffy has this form, like this is Gear 5th, like he like Awakening is his Gear 5th, that's cool. But let's just keep it. It's already ridiculous. Luffy's fights is already like he already looks ridiculous, changing into Gear 3rd, Gear 4th, all that kind of stuff already as is. Do we really need him like literally turning into like a slapstick character in a cartoon? I don't think so. Other than that, I really enjoyed this chapter. Just the last page was like bittersweet. You know what I mean? Like I liked it, but I didn't. I liked it, but it just got a little too ridiculous. Okay, let's see. Let's read the comments. I'll just get to the comments real quick, and we're gonna finish this. Hope y'all enjoying your Friday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess so. It's just another Friday to me. Okay, that's what I'm saying. As much as we needed the subplot to finish, don't know why he added that in such an important chapter. Yeah, I understand. What's up, boss? Man, I ain't nobody. How you been? Same as always, struggling. Okay, do you get YouTube checks from those super chats? I got 2 checks. Like $100 a piece. That's it. And that took about a year. So yeah. Okay, mean the illest. I appreciate it. Okay, the realest. Yeah, that's true. Y'all got that right. Every time you say Kanjuro, I think Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. I say Kanjuro. I ain't say Tanjiro. Okay, anyway, I was nutting all over the place when I saw that. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, Oda gave Luffy Toon Force. I don't like that. I don't. I really, really, really don't like that. What he was doing with Kaido, I was fine with that, but the eyeballs popping out the head, no. No. Why? That's going a little bit too far, I would think. Oda done did it again. Oda could turn it down a notch though. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just nothing ridiculous. No eyeballs jumping out the head. No playing every fight. Tongue jumping out the mouth. All that. You know what I mean? Just fight. You know what I mean? Like your powers already looks crazy already as is. I don't think we need a whole bunch more. Tom and Jerry look right. Right. I'm not really good on that. You know what I mean? It's not going to stop me from watching One Piece, especially after coming this far. But it's just going to be like, you could save that. You know what I mean? Oda's in clear violation. Yes, he is. He's in violation. All the gears were an incomplete version of this form. Basically, he could go he could change his shape and size. He's stronger, all that within Gear 5th. That should just be Gear 1. You know what I mean? Gear 2nd should just be Awakening. Only reason it took this long is because the initial name change. Took what long? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care about Orochi. I do. I don't care about Orochi. I do. I don't understand that. No, it's not that I care about Orochi. It's just that if somebody turns on him after they've been with him for so long, I need to know why that happened. Oda wanted to give. Oh wait, man said stop reading One Piece. I'm a OWHY. I have no clue what that means. But I'm not stopping reading One Piece. That's not gonna happen. Oda wanted to give Luffy a cool design with the fire on head and clouds around him. But to me, it just don't fit his power scheme. The fire on the head looks a little bit weird to me. I'll accept it. The cloud looks weird to me. I'll accept it. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. It looks just kind of weird. I wish he would have toned it down. You know what I mean? Like you see how he had like he looked kind of like liquid when he was when Kaido killed him. If his hair would turn like that, you know what I mean? Maybe change the shade or something like that. I'd be like, yo, that's a cool transformation. If it was just tone it down, you know what I mean? I don't know about all the clouds and stuff like that. That was kind of weird to me. Okay, it most likely fits y'all just don't understand the design origins. I don't know. I don't know. It don't go with what we've seen before. I don't care about Orochi. Don't need an explanation. I'm not talking about an explanation for Orochi. I need an explanation for Kanjuro. I want to know why Kanjuro did that. In my opinion, it would have made more sense if Luffy's fruit was the warp fruit or something like that, and it gave him the ability to warp reality in space, like how it warps his body. Nah, that's too much. He's a reality warper. The dude can control. That's too much. And I don't understand why it doesn't make sense that this sun guy could have rubber powers. Why couldn't he? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? I don't understand why he couldn't. All mythical zones have that smoke ring around them. Do they? Hold on. I'm about to look it up. I don't recall that. I think what you call him has it. What's her name? Yamato has it. Okay, what you call him doesn't have it. Yamato has a fire ring around it, so yeah, kinda, yeah. What you call him doesn't have it. What's his name? Marco does not have it. The Nine-Tailed Fox girl, I don't think she has it. Kaido has fire rings around him, so I guess you could say he has it. No, they don't all have it. Nah, they don't all have it. So technically, Luffy was in hybrid mode whole time. I know Chopper is in hybrid form all the time. Chopper, he stays in his hybrid form. So maybe that's the case. But maybe with this particular fruit, you may just always be rubber, and he wasn't in his hybrid form at all. Maybe he was just in his human form, but his human form just had rubber abilities, just because it's the way that particular fruit works. Remember, every fruit's not exactly the same. Some of them's a little bit different. So that could be the case. It might not be. I'm not exactly sure. So it would have been more justified for the Gorosei to be fearful of a reality warping fruit. That's true. Reality warping, you'd just be infinitely strong, pretty much. Chopper gonna hook my man's up with some rumble balls, about to be Luffy's plug. Yeah. If it works on him, why wouldn't it work on Luffy? Luffy on them sherms. Okay, Toon Force. Is that a real ability now? I hope it's not. I wonder what fire ability he has. Okay, stop letting Oda abuse you. Yeah, he said Oda's abusing us. Oh man, like look, if you gave me a lot, One Piece has done so much for me, man. You can get away with some stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, Stoop, stop being a hater. He said Stoop's a hater. Oda definitely likes using Wisdom King designs on characters. First Enel, now Luffy. Okay, I guess so. Luffy looks like the Monkey King, Io, whatever. The clouds and the golden hair makes sense. His hair looks like it's more so on fire. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, One Piece is supposed to be another version of Journey to the West, just like every last other story in all of human history. Everything is a version of Journey to the West. If y'all didn't know, okay, Luffy gonna rename all his abilities. I don't think so. I think it's gonna stay Gumu Gumu no. It's not gonna be Nika Nika no or Nika Nika pistol. It's not gonna be that. Maybe he might change the name when he's in Gear 5th. Okay. The melted candle wax look that Luffy had at the end of the last chapter would have fit better as Gear 5th. That's what I was hoping. I seen that chibi design. I was preparing for that. I was like, that'd be all right. But the design we got, nah, not really. Don't really do it for me. Okay, Luffy gonna look like a guy, a melted candle makes 0 sense and looks lame. Luffy is gonna look like a guy. A melted candle makes 0 sense. No, just his hair. Like his hair looks like it's melted a little bit. It looked like he got on dreadlocks or something like that. That'd have been cool for me, like to change the color, the hair color changes. You know, his hair looks like somewhat melted, but looks like dreadlocks. Um, maybe change his shade a little bit. I don't know. Maybe give him the smoke thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I think they did. They fire his whole head made out of fire. I don't know. Just kind of weird. Oda trying to shoehorn Sun Guy into Luffy's design at this point makes 0 sense. Maybe Luffy's mom was a Lunarian. There's probably some allegory between a monkey, a dragon, and the moon, or maybe I'm reaching. I don't think you're reaching. We don't know who his mom is, but Oda says that Luffy's mom was introduced in the series at some point. We just never, like, you see her, but you don't know it's her. She's not important to the story. So I doubt she would be a Lunarian. But why couldn't she be? But why doesn't Luffy have Lunarian powers that we've seen thus far? You know what I mean? Look at King. Got the flame on his back and everything. Maybe half Lunarians don't get that. I don't know. But I really doubt it because they said that they showed Luffy's mom. If Luffy's mom was a Lunarian, she'd probably be black. And we don't see too many black characters in this show anyway, so I think we would have noticed her. So I don't think so. The Sun Guy most likely makes sense considering Oda has planned this stuff out for years. He did. The sun versus the darkness, Blackbeard. Blackbeard's the darkness and Luffy's the sun. Luffy beats Kaido. Kaido awakens. Gear 5th runs out. Asura Zoro saves Luffy. Warrior of Death. Nah, I don't believe that. I think Luffy's just gonna beat Kaido. Anything else on the schedule today? I'm probably going to be asleep till nighttime. I want to do some other stuff. I got work in a little while, so I'm not 100% sure. If I do something, it's going to be like really soon. It's not going to be in a few hours. It's going to be maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. If I do something. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Peace.